morning. Thank you for joining me. It's time for a little gentle yoga with Lisa from St. Martin. Hi, Audrey. Thank you for joining me. So today we're just going to take it nice and easy. Work a lot on breathing and movement integrated with breathing. So hopefully you are on your yoga mat and you are in a comfortable position, seated with the back straight. Now let's just begin to connect with our breath, breathing in through the nose. Let the breath come deep into your root chakra, down in the base of the torso, the very bottom part of the torso. And as you breathe in, fill that first, and then let the air fill up like a glass filling with water, filling up through the belly and through the diaphragm, through the chest and into the throat, and even into the sinus cavities, between the ears, behind the eyes, space there to bring in air. Good morning, Ellis. So let's just close the eyes and really focus on our breath, breathing in through the nose, and then when you exhale, you can let everything out through nose and mouth together if you choose to, all at the same time. So everything compresses in at the end of your exhalation. Maybe just notice the emptiness, the stillness, and the request from your true self to take that next breath. Notice it before you take the breath. And then when you breathe in, send the air right to that spot where the request came from, wherever it is in the body. Be aware of that request. So let's begin. As you're breathing long, slow, deep, full breaths, let your mind detach from your to-do list, from your anxiety list, or from any other functions that it feels like is taking your attention away from your breath, taking your attention away from your true self. Honor your true self with good breathing and good awareness of the body. Beautiful. Thank you for that. Let's go ahead and bring the hands up into a prayer pose and bow the head. Set your intention for today's yoga practice. For me, my intention is to spread peace and love. Unless I have a specific thing that's pulling on me, I always revert back to peace and love, spreading it, distributing it, and letting it take on a life of its own out in the world, in other people's minds, in other people's hearts. Love, peace, understanding, acceptance, joy. All things we need more of in our lives, yes? Whatever your intention is, lift it now with your hands and your face, lifting up, breathing in, bring it up into the sky above your head, and exhale, bring it back down to your heart. Wonderful. So let's do a little shoulder work now. Just roll the shoulders up and back, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Roll the shoulders back, squeezing the shoulder blades down, forcing the shoulders down towards the waist. Forward, rounding the back, sending the shoulder blades away from each other in the back. And then up by your earlobes, squeeze it up. Keep it going. Let's reverse, come over the top to the front, exhale at the bottom, inhale at the top. Nice. All right, squeeze them up as high as you can, right up in towards the ears. Squeeze it up, breathe in, and as you exhale, let them drop fast. So breathe it in and out. One more time, breathe it in, up, 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 up. And let it go. One more time, why not? Awesome. Okay, let's stretch out those legs. I'll push back the camera. And we'll see where our yoga takes us today. Stretch those legs out, pull the flesh away from the sitting bones. Take a few minutes to just sort yourself out, nice and stable on your mat with your hip bones connected down into the earth. Flex your ankles and arch your back, lifting the top of the head up, 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 up. Flex those ankles, let the toes point towards the ceiling. Keep breathing, relax your shoulders. Nice. Take your right toe and point it. Keep the left toe flexed. Breathe. And switch. 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 Keep breathing. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Picking up speed like a train coming down the tracks, chugging and chugging. You can go ahead and inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Toes flex and point. Breathe. Warming it up. All right, beautiful. Relax your legs, relax your feet, round your back, look down towards your thighs, round your back, drop your head, sit soft. Find a place in the body that balances so that you can relax everything as you just relax. Drop your head, round your back, slump your shoulders, and let the back of your neck relax. Keep your head just like that, hanging down in front of your chest, and shift your weight over to your right buttock. Let the head move towards the right shoulder, and then come back to the center. Shift your weight to your left buttock. Let the head move towards the left shoulder. So we're just going to shift our weight back and forth and try and let the head roll with the gravity without any kind of muscle holding or pushing or restricting. Let everything just be loose and soft. Back to the middle, come back to the middle, still stay rounded, still stay with your head hanging down. Let your hands walk or slide towards your ankles, rounding the back down close to the legs. Come down close to your knees with your face. Find a balance point, stay here, relax your back, relax your hips, relax your neck. Nice. Slide your hands back up. Beautiful. Let's do a half straddle here. One leg bent in, one leg extended out. If this doesn't work for you, you can have this leg out or slightly bent. Any version of that is fine. We're just going to slide our hand from the hip on the straight leg all the way past the knee towards the ankle and bring the body over. The other hand can come up, reach for the ceiling. And if you want, you can look a little bit towards the ceiling, opening the chest a little more. You should feel a lovely stretch through the side body as you bring your hand over your head, stretching it up by your ear, reaching for the wall beyond your straight legs' toes. You may feel that stretch move and shift towards your armpit, maybe even up into your arm itself. 3 breaths here, hold. Come up, slowly stretch the arm up towards the sky and let both arms reach up towards the ceiling. Reach it up, breathe in. Your hands coming down. Bow the head, keep the back straight. Lift it back up again, breathe in, stretch it up. And let's return to that side bend, the same side. More breaths here, just breathing, easy. Nothing is being forced ever in your your yoga practice with me. Everything is easy. Everything is gentle. If something doesn't suit you, you're certainly welcome to modify it so it does suit you, or just rest and wait until we come around to something that you want to join us with. So now we're going to switch the legs the other way. And find your hand on top of that thigh and slide it towards the ankle. Other hand can come up, reaching for the ceiling. And the head is sideways, but don't let your neck get stressed out. Just let your head be sideways. Really concentrate on reaching your hand straight up. Feel the delicious side bend stretch throughout the ribs, down towards the waist. And then when you're ready, you can reach that hand overhead and feel the stretch modify into the shoulder, into the armpit, into the elbow, into the hand. Three breaths here. Stay down. 2 more. 1 more. And then slide your hand up your leg, reach for the ceiling, straight overhead. Reach both hands straight up. Big breath in, come down into prayer pose. Keep the back straight, just let the head bow. And up again, straight up, breathe in. Back to our side bend. When you're ready, come up. Arms come down. Let's bring the feet together, sole to sole, right in front of the groin. We put the toes, each one with its little mate, big toe with its big toe friend, and the heels matched up, the sole or the arch, making almost like a lens shape in the middle of your feet. Let the knees drop down. If this doesn't work for you, you can put pillows under your knees, and that will support the groin by not being overstretched. If you want, you can grab a hold of your toes and use them sort of as a lever to bring your back into a nice, beautiful arch. Beautiful posture. Stay here and breathe, letting the knees sink down every time you exhale. A little bit more, letting go in the hips. Nice. We're going to bring the knees right on up to the chest and wrap your arms around your legs. See if you can keep your heels on the ground but flex your ankles so the toes come up. And tuck your face right into this little space between your knees and chest. Close the eyes. Stay here for about 5 breaths. Relax. Ready, stretch those legs out again. Pull the flesh away from your sitting bones, if that suits you, and slide your hands towards your ankles. Let's see if we can grab a hold of the ankles and just give a little tug, pulling against the length of the legs, straightening the back, lifting the head up. Release, round your back, look down at your knees, exhale. Grab the ankles, pull, inhale, lift your head, straighten your back. Exhale, round the back, bring the face close to the knees. Inhale, straighten the back, pull against the length of the legs. One more time, round it down. Lift and lengthen with the inhalation. And then let's lift the hands up. If you don't want to do that, you can put your hands on your legs or on the floor and push yourself up. But if you feel like you can, lift your arms straight up, come up. Let's flex those ankles again. Reach for the ceiling. And now reach for the top of the wall across the room. Keep your back straight, lift through the spine. Lengthen through the spine, reach with your fingers and the top of your head for the top of the wall across the room, beyond your feet. Reach, 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 reach more. Reach more. Keep reaching even more than you ever thought you could. And up, 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 we come back up. Exhale, bring our arms down. Let's slide down onto our back side next and bring the knees up into position. Arms can be wherever feels good to you right now. We're just going to let the knees flip-flop left and right, loosening up the hips even more. Like a windshield wiper move with the knees, going left and right. Really let them just go. Don't really control the movement. Let them just kind of flop to the left. Pick them up and let them flop to the right. Very loose. Nice. Bring them up. Bring those knees to your chest. Hands to the knees. And squeeze it in. Release. Squeeze in. Squeeze in, release. Squeeze in and hold. Keep holding. Let them move out so each knee goes towards the armpit a little bit. 2 or 3 breaths here. You should feel really flat against the floor in your lower back. Flat against the floor in your shoulder blades. Bring the knees up, and let's reach to the ceiling with the hands and the feet, and circle the ankles, circle the wrists. Breathe. And circle around the other direction. Keep breathing. Change again. One more time, all the way around. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Squeeze them in and spread them wide. Scrunch them in, spread them wide. Scrunch them in, breathe in. Exhale fast and spread them wide. Scrunch it in as you breathe in. Explode. One more time. Scrunch it in. And explode like fireworks. Fingers and toes out. Beautiful. Flex and point. Flex and point. Ankles and wrists. Let's flex and hold it. Bend the knees and elbows. Bring it down. Push it up. Bring it down. Push it up. And more time down. Push it up. We're going to do 20 of these today, guys, so we're not going to worry about thinking about it being super difficult. We're going to do more reps today. Sometimes I tell you to imagine that you're pushing something really heavy, but today we're just going to do the movement. Try to do the movement perfectly. Bring the knees down and wide, arms down and wide, and then push it straight up. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, here we go, 11, 10, 9, push it up, 8, keep breathing, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more. Push it up, 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 up. Bring your head off the mat. Reach for the ceiling. Bring your hips off the mat. Bring your shoulders up. Reach for the ceiling with your fingers, your toes, the top of your head. Keep breathing. And slowly we come down. Stretch out long on the mat. Reach overhead. Make your body as long as possible from fingers to toes. Big breath in. Expand your rib cage as big as it'll go. Stretch. And release. Nice. Alrighty, we're going to do our hamstring stretch now. So start by bringing up the right knee. Bend the knee. Circle it around. Make it as big a circle as you are comfortable with. Change direction whenever your body says it's a good time or I'd like it to be changing direction now. Just listen to the urges and the directions of the body. There's a great deal of wisdom how to take care of yourself. It's all there. Just listen. Nice. Round and around we go with the knee one way and then the other. Beautiful. Stretch it straight up from the hip socket like a lamp post. Point the toe and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Release the foot, relax the foot. We're going to reach our hands towards the knee, grab a hold somewhere on the leg, wherever your hands reach is fine. And then we incline the leg a little bit towards the face, stretching the back of the leg in towards the hip. Up towards the hip, I should say. Stretch and breathe. Work on just being gentle, finding your range of motion, and working with your range of motion. Appreciate the entire range, especially the edge where you can go no farther. Acknowledge it, maybe even give it a little nudge. We're going to stay there for about 30 seconds, starting right about now. So see if you can get your leg down into that edge of your range of motion. Hold, relax the leg, relax the hip, relax your mind. Keep breathing. Just ask the leg to relax. You can hold on to the leg however is good for you. A lot of people like to grab a big toe or the instep or the ankle, or some combination or variation of all of those kinds of holds. Anything is fine. Just see if you can try and find a way that makes you feel at ease and comfortable. Keep breathing. And just about now you may feel like your leg can go a little deeper into the stretch than it did before. If you want to follow the edge in, go ahead. Be gentle. Be aware. Beautiful. Release the leg. Let's place our arm on the outside. The right leg is in the air. Right arm comes onto the floor on the outside, but the elbow is on the floor and the hand is up in the air. Make a cradle in your hand and use that cradle to catch the leg. We're going to widen our leg out until it lands in the hand. If you don't feel a gentle, delicious stretch in the inner thigh, maybe lower the leg down a little bit. If you feel that stretch and it maybe is too intense, see if you can lift the leg up a little bit. But try to let everything in the body relax except for your right arm, which is doing a lot of work right now, holding your leg steady at your edge of your range of widening motion here. Widening out the hips, opening. Nice. And when you're ready, bring your leg up and all the way over. Roll onto your left side of your hips. Leave your right arm back on the ground where it was. And spinal twist here. You just have to let go of everything. Find your most relaxed version of this spinal twist. Don't feel like you have to do it any particular way. Just let the body lead you into the most relaxing way to do it. Let your breath be easy, long. When you're ready, you can roll back. Stretch, long body again. Arms overhead, toes pointed to the distance. Stretch, breathe. Big breath in. And release, relax. Oh, wow, I felt that one. All right, let's see if we can get sorted out to do the same stretch on the left side. Bring up your left leg, bend the knees, circle it around. Arms can be wherever gives you stability as the leg goes around and around. Make your circle as big as you like, as long as you don't have any pain or sensitivity or awkward feeling. Keep it going around and around. Breathe. yoga is mostly about your breath. Second, it's mostly about your mind. The positions and the movements are just to bring the connection of the body with the mind and the breath, to bring stillness, calmness, and understanding. All right, let's bring that leg up. Reach for the leg with both hands, grab a hold, and begin to gently bring it in, back to vertical. Stretch and breathe, gentle and peaceful. Accepting and appreciating ourselves just as we are. Even the warts, even the laziness, the selfishness. We accept ourselves as we are. Don't live in denial of who you really are. Shed light onto those dark areas of your personality. Bring them out into the open. Learn creative ways to use that energy to be positive in the world, helping other people. All right, let's see if we can find the edge of our range of motion and hold for a 30-second static stretch. Try to relax the leg, relax your mind. After a while, you may feel the urge to go deeper. If you choose to, you can follow the edge a little deeper into the stretch. But always be gentle. Lead with your breath and with the urges from the body, the wisdom of the body telling you to do it. Beautiful. Let that leg slowly lower down and reach overhead again. One more long body stretch. Beautiful. Let's bend the knees. Place the feet close to the hips and the hands come down. Fingers pointing towards your heels. Lift the hips up into a bridge between your heels and your shoulders. If you want, you can go to the second stage of the bridge, which means you walk your shoulders together under your upper back and clasp your hands together under your tailbone, and that allows you to make a strong foundation to push up even higher. Let's lift those hips up. And from here, do some deep, strong breathing. Keep those buttocks clenched in and pushed up. Beautiful. Release and let's go one vertebrae at a time from the neck down onto the floor, the upper back down onto the floor, the mid back down, the middle waist area down, and the hips down. Bring your knees up to your chest again, hands on your knees. Squeeze in and release. Squeeze in and release. Bring them in and let them go. And then bring them in halfway, rock left and right. Allow yourself to just sort of connect with the body, rocking left and right. And then back to the middle, round your back, bring your head off the mat, and rock from tailbone to shoulders. Rock about 10 times here. Really invigorate the spine. And let's come back up to seated. Take a moment to just get back into the easy cross-legged position and See if we can't do some arm and neck and shoulder work. Yes. Hands to prayer pose, elbows wide, press. Push those fingertips together. Push the palms of your hands together. Keep breathing. Let your right hand be a little stronger than your left. Your right arm be a little stronger than your left arm. Overpowering the left arm, the right hand pushes the prayer to the left shoulder. And then let the left hand overcome and push back, pushing towards the right shoulder. Push right stronger than left, left stronger than right, and come back to the middle, both equally strong. Push, 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 breathe. Try to engage your chest muscles. Try to engage the muscles underneath the armpit on the side. Yes, and how about the shoulder blades in the back, the upper back? Push, invigorate, and enliven the entire upper torso. Nice. We're going to shift to a pull. Take your hands, make hook shapes, interlock the fingers, and pull. Everything is just as before, except in the opposite direction. All those muscles in the chest, under the armpit on the sides, and in the back, working hard. Hands and arm muscles, of course, working hard. Lift the top of the head up, stretch up, breathe in. Let's switch the way our hands are interlocked and continue to pull. Just switch them around. Keep pulling, keep breathing. Nice. Hands come together in a prayer pose. Interlock the fingers, squeeze and release a few times. Squeeze and release, make a circle. Bring it into the chest, up and out, away and up, in. Keep breathing a lot, squeezing those hands in and out. Reverse your circle. All right, keep the interlock going. Squeeze the hands in. Let's let the right hand be stronger than the left. The left hand's going to completely give up. Let the right hand squeeze in. You see what's happening here? The left hand is completely loose. The right hand is squeezing. Let's switch sides. Left hand squeeze in, right hand completely loose. Gonna switch sides again. Strong hands gripping in, one at a time. Let's go the other way. All right, go ahead and play a flute or a trumpet or saxophone, wiggle your fingers, play piano. Straight fingers, lots and lots of movement. And now we're going to bend the fingers. This is really more like the trumpet, isn't it? Bend the fingers. Pushing a lot. Push down, push down. Let the thumbs work too. All right, we're going to interlock fingers, push forward, round the back, drop the head. Reach up overhead and keep your hands interlocked and inverted. Bring the hands to the back of the head or the back of the neck, elbows wide, look up, circle the eyes all the way around, breathe. And go the other way with your eyes. Let's go up, straight up overhead, reach up. Inhale, exhale, round it down. Bring your hands in front, reach them way forward. Round your back, drop your head. Come back up and release. Shake out your hands, shake out your arms. All right, let's take the right hand out and bring it across the chest, straight. And grab the elbow in your left hand and stretching the shoulder. Feel the stretch all the way to the back of the shoulder. And let's switch sides. Bring those arms straight out from your shoulders and turn them up, palm up, reach up, breathe in, prayer hands down. Bring it up and out. And see if we can just do that simple movement as many times, like 5 or 7 times. Really quiet, really connected to your breath and to the movement. Let it be very, very personal and spiritual for you. I'm going to stop talking and we'll just find a way to meditate together with the movement of breathe in, lift up. Exhale, angel wings down. Angel wings up, breathe in. Prayer hands down. Prayer pose. I'll hold prayer pose for a few more breaths. Thank you so much. Lovely, lovely energy coming through the internet, right to me, and hopefully out to you too. Let's take the right hand to the left knee, the left hand around behind the left hip. Lengthen through the spine and look over your left shoulder. Just pull against the knee if you feel like you want to go around a little bit farther. Gentle little spinal twist. Slowly unwind back to the front. Let's go the other way. Left hand to right knee, right hand to the ground behind your right hip. Look over your, lengthen through the spine, and then look over your right shoulder. Stay here as you breathe deep. Unwinding, facing forward. And I invite you to go back and forth at any speed that works for you. So we're just looking left over the left shoulder, swinging around, looking over the right shoulder. Back and forth a few times. So now we're going to do something called the banana asana. It's a good stretch for the side of the leg up into the hip, where the IT band is on the knee going into the hip. But the good news is you get to lay down on your mat. So we're going to start by just laying down on the mat, laying on our back. Reach your arms overhead, and let's bring the hands to the right. Bring the right foot out to the right and bring the left foot to meet it. You can even cross the ankles, although I find that very difficult. I just put my heels side by side. So we're stretching the IT band, and we're just going to relax here for a moment and let that stretch sink into the hip. So your body is sort of shaped a little bit like a banana. That's why they call it the banana asana. To release, just bring your hands overhead, let your left foot drift back out to the left and straighten out the spine. Now the left foot goes to the left, right foot comes over next to it or across the right ankle over the left ankle, and then bring your right hand over to the left, over your head. See if you can get a nice stretch in the outer thigh, up into the hip. Back, spread out on the mat, spread out like a starfish on the beach. Allow yourself to be heavy and flat on the floor. Breathing from the deepest part of your belly, fill the air deep and then lift it up into the diaphragm, into the lungs, into the throat. Exhale everything out at the same time. All levels evacuate at the same time. Breathe in deep. And exhale all levels together. Nice. So bend those knees and place your hands on your thighs. Walk your fingers towards your knees. Bring your head off the mat. And see if you can do one slow sit-up coming up onto your hips. And then we're going to see if we can balance on our hips in the boat pose. You can put your hands on your knees to get started and find a balance point right on your hips. Bring your feet up to knee level. If you want, you can do the real boat pose, but you have to let go of your knees. Palms up, out to the side. This is the real boat pose. In the advanced one, the legs are straight. Hard to hold for very long, but can be done. Let's rock back onto the elbows. And bring those legs way up into the air so your knees are almost close to your nose. Point your toes. And we're going to bring the left leg down, flex the ankle, flex the knee. Flex the ankle on the straight right leg, bring it all the way down to the floor. Let your heel just kiss the floor, then both feet go up and point. Flex both. Bend one, up, flex down, point up, flex down, point up, flex down. Keep it going. Breathe. on each side. 2 more. One more. And see if you can come back to boat pose. Find your balance point. Find it, find it, find it. Bring yourself up. Lift through the chest. Beautiful. Let's go on to hands and knees for table position and cat and cow. Make sure your shoulders are aligned with your wrists, knees under the hips. And we go ahead and arch the back up and then sway the back down. Take your time, breathe. Push away with your arms and shoulders and hands. Don't allow your neck to scrunch up into your shoulders, or shoulders to scrunch up by your ears. Keep a good frame in the shoulder area. All right, come to a flat back, look around your shoulder for your hip. We'll go the side to side, looking around the shoulder for the hip, stick the hip out. And if you don't see the hip, don't worry about it, just look for it. Back and forth, any speed is perfect, just listen to your body, work with your breath. Come back and do more cat and cow. Arch and sway. Lift the face, lift the tailbone, drop the middle of the back down. Lift the middle of the back up, drop the tailbone, drop the head. And flat back, turn your toes under. Let's try our first downward dog of our yoga class today. Pick those knees up, drop the head down between the arms, and just hold a nice gentle downward dog. Let the body find its favorite version right now of downward dog. Drop down to the knees, and we're going to do pose of a child. Drop your hips down to your heels. Arms can come around to rest palm up by your feet. When you're ready, come back up to table position. Let's see if we can do an undulation of the spine. We're going to come back like we're going to do pose of a child. At the last minute before your hips touch your hips touch your heels, tuck your tailbone under and push forward. Walk your hands a little bit forward. Bring the front of the hips down. Lift the tailbone, go back. Tuck it under, push forward. Undulate your spine from tailbone up towards the mid-back. And come back to table. Bring your hands under your shoulders again. Turn your toes under. Let's do another downward dog. Lift the hips up. And this time we're going to walk the dog, lift one heel and then the other. Let your hips move left and right as you walk your dog. Bring both heels off the ground, way up on your toes. Lift your tailbone way up and push it back. Drop your head between your arms. Big breath in, and as you exhale, drop both heels all the way down to the floor. Bend your knees if you need to. Walk your feet a little closer to your hands. Walk your hands a little closer to your feet. Bring your hands right on top of your feet. Let your head be heavy. Let your neck let go. And then begin to take both hands over to your right ankle and your nose to your right knee. Hold right here and breathe. And swing your hands over to the other side. Both hands to the left ankle, nose to the knee. Come back to the middle. Hands on the floor in front of your feet. And heel toe your feet a little wider. Do it again, a little wider. So you're standing now in a straddle with your hands on the ground. Bring one hand to your right hand to your right ankle, left hand to your left ankle, and allow yourself to hang like a rag doll through the spine. Head is heavy. We're going to bend the left knee and drop a little bit to the left. Push it back up. Drop the right knee, push it back up. Hands are on our ankles or on the floor in front of your feet. Shifting, bending one knee and then the other, shifting our weight left and right. All right, come back to the middle, hands on the floor. Nice and strong hands on the floor. Heel toe your feet back in underneath your hips. Bend your knees, place your hands on your knees and push yourself up. Walk up the thighs. Find yourself standing in mountain posture. And take a minute to just be the mountain. Standing tall and strong and dominating all the landscape around. Make sure your feet are well connected into the earth. Feel 3 points on each foot pushing down and the arch in the middle lifting up. Bring that energy from the arch into the lower leg, up to the knees, tighten the knees. Into the thighs, tighten the thighs. Into the belly, bring it in, squeeze it in. Tilt your pelvis under as if the tailbone is reaching down towards the heels. Then we lift up through the spine. Pull and extend the sternum area up. Roll your shoulders back. Relax your arms, let them just hang. Lift up to the top of the head. Breathe in and let's lift those arms up and all the way overhead. Prayer hands coming down. Push it up, breathe in. Exhale. One more time, out and up, breathe in. Exhale down to a prayer pose. And up. Just your right hand coming down now. You can watch your hand, let it go hanging next to your side. Look at it down there. Stretch the other side as long as you can, as far up reaching as you can. Looking down at your right hand. Let the right hand start to rise now. Watch it as it rises. Breathe in as it lifts and stretch up. Let's let the left hand drop down now. Watch it as it drops. Look at it hanging next to your leg. Reach up with the other side. Looking down, reaching up. Inhale and bring that left hand up. Stretch it up. Prayer hands coming down. Let's take a few minutes to reconnect before our hour is done. Thank you so much for the time that you spend doing your yoga, and especially I'm very grateful that you do your yoga with me. Some of you are regulars, some of you come now and then, and some of you are just very rare, but I do see you there, and I appreciate and I love that you are getting some value from this time. I definitely get a great deal of value from this time. So continue to breathe with awareness and gratitude. The attitude of gratitude is very empowering. It gives you the power to overcome almost anything. So I give you my most heartfelt namaste, my most deepest gratitude. And we'll end our class today with a breath exercise. 5, 8, 5, 8. No, 8, 5, 8, 5. 8 breaths in, hold for 5. 8 counts to breathe out, and then empty, hold for 5. During the time when you are empty of air, you may want to experiment with sucking in the belly and sucking in the belly and holding it tight in, almost up into the rib cage. So if you do that, before you start to breathe in at the end of the 5 counts of empty, be sure you lower down the belly, because it's really hard to let air flow easily in when you're all bringing everything up into the chest. So let me remind you that as you're breathing in, I'll be breathing in little sips, like 1, 2, 3, 4. But you don't have to breathe like that. You can breathe steady and slow, or you can take little sips if that suits you. So I just wanted to clear that up for some of you that don't understand. I have to count for you, so I have to take those little sips in between my counting. So let us go ahead and breathe in together and exhale together. And we begin breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5. Exhale. 8. Hold empty for 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5. Continue to breathe at that same speed, but at your own counting. Thank you so much for joining me for yoga today. I hope you take your yoga with you as you go through your day, go through your week. I'm with you always, with love and peace. Namaste.